Hey everybody, it's PartyElite. Welcome you back to our ever-growing realm in Manor Lords. After a couple of extremely harrowing episodes, where our valiant soldiers fought, many of them to the death, I think we've proven that Adlesball and Eisendorf are both secure under our watchful eye, and that our claim to Waldbrand is 100% righteous. Folks, we've suffered greatly, and we continue to suffer as a result of what happened over these last couple of episodes. These unburied bodies have been taken care of, and this penalty will decay much like those bodies themselves. Rest in peace. We should celebrate their victories and make sure that their loss wasn't in vain. So, this session, we're going to make sure we kick off the expansion into Waldbrand in earnest and secure this rich clay deposit that will then ensure the future prosperity of the realm. Right? This clay is what's going to allow all of our buildings to upgrade to tier 3. It's going to allow for our churches to upgrade to level 2 as well. This clay will make a mark throughout our entire realm, and it'll all be in memory of all those valiant men that fell defending our claim here. Folks, if you've been enjoying this series, if you've been enjoying the drama, please don't hesitate to keep letting me know by leaving a like and a comment down below. As always, it's a quick read for me to see exactly what people are enjoying on the channel. Lets me know what I should do more or less of and how I should go about doing it. Again, I do read each and every comment, so if you have any thoughts, suggestions, opinions, fears, let me know down below, and they will get addressed in one way, shape, or form. Folks, we've done a really good job. I can't help but be filled with a sense of pride with regards to what we've managed to pull off, especially because of the stalwart defense. I mean, my goodness, I'm just looking at this realm from amidst the clouds, just and even actually from this map. Look how much work we've put in. We will punish the Baron. We will punish the Baron for all the harm he's done. Alright, let's get to work. Again, like I said, we will not let the loss of life be in vain. So, the first order of business here then is to establish our settlers camp. I figure we're probably fine, yes, establishing the market in this general area, establishing the housing in this general area, and then getting our wood cutting and stuff, chipping away at these trees as we prepare to put down the pit. And all the processing can probably happen over here, and then we'll export the finished fired clay tiles up to Adlesball and Eisendorf. They both need it. We have some clay tiles still at Adlesball, if memory serves correctly. Yeah, we've got 51 roof tiles here. We could ship some of them over to Eisendorf because it is very close to being able to upgrade. So we could just do that if we wanted to. And make sure that Eisendorf is able to tap into some of its higher level capabilities sooner rather than later. But then in the future, yes, it should all come from Waldbrand over here, which, yes, we'll rename perhaps next session. I do have notes on some of those name suggestions, but we'll go ahead and rename Waldbrand next session, I think. For the time being, let's go ahead and not dally any further. Let's place the settlers camp. As we'll pop it down like right over here. We'll try and get the granary repaired sooner rather than later so we can start shipping food over from Adlesball, right, using the pack station. And yeah, we'll get the housing established. Go ahead and chop some of these trees down, just making sure I've planned properly here. And if need be, we can obviously gather some berries locally as well. That way we'll maybe have some food variety. We'll send bread over and get berries locally or something like that. Yeah, sure, that all makes sense to me. Let's go ahead and place you right over here, where eventually we'll put the church and stuff down as well, in the market, I suppose. That sounds good to me. Yeah, this will be a bit of a marker for the future town center. So, Waldbrand, you've been mine for quite some time, but now it's time for us to move in. Go ahead and come through with, I think, average supplies, right? We don't want to waste too much money. I don't think we need plentiful supplies. But we want to make sure we have enough to get a lot of the initial construction in place, provide enough food as we reorganize some things, get the granary up and running and all that good stuff. So sure, average starting supplies, and hopefully we'll make this money back quickly enough because the king's going to want his taxes, right? He's going to want his dues annually. Sure, we have some time, but I don't want to rest on any laurels here. Yeah, average starting supplies. That should be good enough. Cool. Tents are down here. There are all our supplies, and we still have a decent bit of money in our treasury. Not enough to pay the annual royal tax, mind you, so we will have to start taxing the people. The only hold up there is, of course, the approval rating. Hopefully this will get fixed very soon, and we can go ahead and start taxing the people. Right now, we're in August. I've got 243 days before I owe the tax. We should be fine. I sincerely hope we'll be fine. All right, down over here, let's go ahead and, first of all, situate ourselves. This, I mean, I don't know why. I think the sheer scale of Waldbrand keeps throwing me off. It is a massive region. It feels like a larger region than most. But, yes, let's go ahead and rebuild the granary. It's a large granary. All right, good. I mean, of course, you should have been able to tell that from the ruins. It's no small, piddly little thing. But with that done, let's also go ahead and make sure we are planning our overall layout here. Again, I don't think we'll actually build this windmill up, but maybe keeping it in its ruined form is a good reminder of the violence, you know, of the history of this region. I'm just trying to figure out how we do this. Like, we've got a bit of a contour here that I wouldn't mind following, so we do something like this maybe. Pull you around like so. Oh, maybe that's a bit too far. Something like that. Right, and then here we'll have the church, the tavern, the market, or like the church, the tavern, the market. Is this big enough is the question. Right, that's what I'm trying to make sure of before I put this road down, because I'm still trying to stick to my rule of not going back and destroying roads. I mean, the church is massive, right? The church is absolutely huge. So this is probably actually not enough space. Go ahead and make this a little bit larger. Yeah, because we want the housing and stuff to be closer to the pit anyway. That's got to be enough room for the church. Hopefully the tavern over here and the markets maybe like littered around in between the gaps and stuff. That'll be nice, I think. That'll be nice. Sure. That's our road. Let's go ahead and plan for some housing. Again, we have how many people here right now? We have 5 families, so we'll want them all housed ASAP. Let's get the plots established. Do I want them to have backyards? A vegetable garden is probably not a bad idea. Again, we'll maybe bring some bread in from Adlesball. We'll pick some berries locally, and vegetables then we'll add to the variety. That's probably a safe bet. I don't know if I need too many vegetable gardens. Like, I don't think all of these houses need vegetable gardens, but for one plot to have vegetable gardens is probably not a bad idea. And let's just see what we've got going on over here. Because we have like this situation over here that's quite a nice large vegetable garden, but that's providing vegetables to Adlesball. I do something like this. It's maybe a bit too big. I want to make sure that we have an expansion slot over here, obviously. So something like this. That way we have more families living here tending to the garden as we try to do. It's a nice long walk. We can maybe put the other houses up around this way. Maybe have a road come through here or come through there to place the woodcutter's camp. And I'll probably want firewood locally as well, right? Because it's August. Is August. The winter's not too far away. All right, let's go ahead and establish this plot real quick, because I think this one works fine. All right, so we'll establish that one real quick. Let me just check supplies. Plenty of timber and these supplies. Decent bit of firewood. Enough to last us only 3 months, though. Yeah, so we'll either want to bring it in from a pack station, which won't be an option because the pack station is going to bring in food, or we'll want to get a woodcutter here. So let's go ahead and take a look at our options in terms of placement. The woodcutter's lodge, again, pretty small. These things are all pretty small, and we do want to expand in this general direction anyway. So I'd probably place you somewhere here. And a logging camp, which is slightly larger. Like just out the backyard of this this plot, basically. Doesn't feel too bad. But yeah, I think I wouldn't mind having a road right next to where this plot is. Give easy access to some of those buildings. And this might, you know, close in like this or something. In fact, I wonder if I should expand the plot to fill this in. Go like all the way out to there. Sure. Yeah, let's reassess the share of land over here. So hopefully all the way to the end. There we go. No? Doesn't love that shape, does it? Interesting. This is the first time I've seen the game resist a shape. That's okay. It's not a problem, but it is funny. Not seen it yet. Let's try it a little differently. What if I were to do... That's very interesting. Why? Oh, you know what? Might be something to do with the lay of the land. That's fine. Alright, let's go ahead and flip you around. I mean, those are some interesting shapes, actually. These are some fun, interesting shapes, but we're not. That's not what we're chasing here. We're chasing this massive backyard, and that's fine. A little bit of a corner left over there is all right, but we have what we need over here. Sure. Go ahead and pop you down. Go ahead and place the logging camp. Suppose right over here should be fine. Kind of far from the hitching post, but not the end of the world, I don't think. And it's around where all the construction is going to be happening in the near future. So yeah, sure. Go ahead and pop you down over here. And let's get the woodcutter's lodge set up over here as well. Leave a bit of a gap just in case we want to get a road down this way eventually for the pit and all that good stuff. Though we'll probably have a road coming up this way too. Doesn't hurt to have multiple angles of approach. But yes, let's get you down over here. These are fairly urgent, I would say. So 2, 3, 4, 5. This thing's just going to get built. And we have resource enough for the remaining houses we need. So this will be enough room for, well, 2 plus 2, so 4 timber, I should say. But this will be enough for 2 families. I think I'll do the expansion right away, just so that we're tending to the vegetable garden as much as possible right away. 1, 2. Hopefully 3. Oh, okay. Don't need it to be that large. 3, 4, 5. If I give him backyards, then I guess I could give him chicken coops, right? Again, a bit more food variety. Doesn't hurt. Keep them small, though. I don't need them to be too large or anything. And then we have more room for more housing over here, for example. Or if I want the gatherers to be over here, it's a bit of a trek. I don't know if that would make sense, but I have a bit of room for something else over here. We'll see what that something else might end up being. But yeah, sure. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's enough room for everyone to move in. So yeah, let's go for it. Beautiful. And then over here, we establish the market right off the bat. I suppose we could wait a little bit of time. I do want to check to make sure that the tavern will fit snugly, like over here, for example, and the church. Oh yeah, you know what? We've done all right. We've done all right. The church can fit somewhere over here. The tavern can fit somewhere over here. The market's over here. Like we got plenty of room. We got plenty of room. Yeah, the church maybe goes over here. It'll be a lot easier to plan once these supplies have been cleared out. Move to, you know, the granary and the storehouse, which I should probably also establish. Where are you, buddy? Storehouse? I mean, I guess I could put the storehouse down over here. Construction material, firewood. Bit of a trek to the marketplace, I suppose. The other option is, of course, to put it down over here. So the firewood would have to come a bit of ways, but that's not been a problem for Adlesball, right? The firewood has been collected down over here. It's being stored all the way up over here. And that's not been a problem, so I don't think this will be a problem either. Alright, fair enough. Let's go ahead and place the storehouse right next to the granary. Feels the most appropriate, so why don't we go ahead and line you up. Yeah, we won't uproot trees for construction, or so it claims. Like so. Beauty. Let's get that road connection in. Just trying to figure out what would make the most sense. This, I think. Yeah, and then probably that. Right, like it's a... That's probably the desire lines as they were. Alright, cool. I think that's all the basics we need right now. We got food ready. We've got firewood en route. Timber, of course, of utmost importance as well. Let's make sure that's high priority, actually. And let's make sure the large granary is high priority as well, because we want to make sure the food is put away and that the pack stations are able to come through right away. But yeah, that should be all we need to establish Waldbrand proper. Very pleased already with how this is looking. Let's let time march onwards and see our people toil away. Perfect music kicks in for it. The perfect toiling music kicks in right on time. In fact, you know what, folks? Let's pay a visit. Look at these ruins. Pretty neat, eh? Kind of cool to see the windmill in such a state. And yeah, I think maybe we do just kind of leave it in ruins again as a reminder of the price we paid. Look at that. That looks dope. That's awesome. That is awesome. I love that this visit mode is a thing. I mean, it's just so cool to be able to come down and gaze upon our works. Everyone's making their way over to something. Where are you guys all going? Why is everyone headed in that general direction? Everyone's headed in this direction. Hey, where's everyone going? What's happening over here? Ah, right. Okay, flattening ground, of course. I mean, I guess all families are unassigned, so they may as well rush over to the logging camp and get that in place. I don't know if I would have rushed quite everybody over, but it is what it is. Why does it say construction paused? Ah, because it was paused. Alright, fair enough. Now hopefully they'll actually split up a bit more. I'm glad I checked that, because that would have been a bit of a bummer if we hadn't, if we didn't get the granary up and running right away. I just want to see where this ox is going. Probably down to one of these brigage plots. Get work there started, and down over here. Yeah, looks like some of these folks have started making their way over. Right, breaking new ground. Let them work. Let them work. We've got these people coming up over here to fix up that granary. As soon as that's done, we'll go ahead and shift, start shifting food, rather, I should say. And I guess there's no reason not to tap into the berry deposit right away. Winter will come soon enough, right? So, Forager's Hut. Pop you down over here, I suppose. No trees uprooted or anything. Pop you down over here as well. Sure. Yeah, right next to some housing. That I think makes the most sense. The thing I'm trying to figure out is this more of a priority than the granary? And I think no. We've got, what, 8 months worth of food? So we should be okay. Famous last words, I know, but we should be okay. Logging camp. Oh, yeah. I guess that's where the first couple of logs are going to go. Fair enough, fair enough. And the burgage plot, too. Alright, cool. I can leave these people to their own devices. I'm flipping between Workers and Resources Soviet Republic and Manor Lords, which, I mean, these two games are extremely different in many ways that are very obvious, but extremely similar in some ways too, with regards to the level of, you know, detail and the tender love and care that the people sometimes need. So I'm going to take a quick look over here to make sure that we are, yep, still looking good in terms of the distribution of goods. And would you look at that? A couple market stalls over here finally. That's really nice to see. I was really excited for this expansion of our marketplace and how it would look. I'm a little curious though about our friend here going back to rest. Okay, as long as you're not running away, because I was a little nervous there. This granary will eventually need upgrading, but we're fine for the time being. Our storehouse over here is doing okay. This storehouse might need upgrading. We need some timber. How are we looking over here? No one's assigned. We've got plenty of families free. So why don't we go ahead and assign somebody and get to work over here. Yeah, just so we can keep upgrading. Now, in terms of sending clay tiles over, we'll just use the trading post, I think. Construction material, roof tiles. Not foreign trade, please. Import. Not available because we're not actually exporting any. But we just want, what, 6? Should be enough, I believe. No, it's 4 per. So 12, I guess. And Waldbrand's large granary has been completed. Momentous occasion. But first, make sure this is set right. Oops. There you go. And let's make sure that this trading post is set right as well. Where'd you go, buddy? There you are. Not to foreign lands, just locally. Aim for a surplus of 40. That should be enough. We just need one more burgage plot to be upgraded, actually. And I think I was planning on upgrading this one, because then we'll have more people tending to the vegetable gardens, right? So I don't think there's any reason to hesitate. Let's turn Adlesball into a large town. Yeah. Go ahead and upgrade to level 3. Made. Alright, excellent. Little border house, basically. Alright, that's happening. Let's just make sure that this is happening as well. Yep, we've got a number there now. We've got enough. We've got more than enough regional wealth. Which reminds me, yes, I do also have to establish my additional manor. I've seen your notes about the two manors side by side and how wonky that might be. I guess in my head I'm like envisioning them a little differently. I'm thinking of them as, you know, a pair of guard houses almost, where our retinues will be, and so the King's Road will be extra defended over here. We got a little stream running through the area as well, right? Nothing major, so that's why I was leaning towards that. I've read some notes of resistance, and some suggestions that we should do things a bit differently, which is perfectly fair, obviously. But what it does mean is I'm still thinking about exactly where we want to put the manors down for Eisendorf, and then eventually Waldbrand. Obviously, right now it's Eisendorf that I'm focused on. So if not here, because let's be fair, Waldbrand has the better spot here, right? So if not here for Eisendorf, then where? I suppose I could put it down somewhere over here, because this is where the bandits came from most recently, right? And so that would make sense as well. So y'all know what you think. At the King's Road, or at the distant border over here at this corner? Let me know in the comments down below. And we'll make a decision, I think. We'll make a decision between this time and next time, and we'll put the manor down, because we need to get the retinue going, and we also need to get taxes going at Eisendorf. There's a lot of money we're leaving on the table over here, and the king's gonna come a-knocking sooner than we think. I mean, yes, we know the literal number of days left, but it's gonna feel a lot sooner than we think. But down over here, the large granary is up and running. Let's go ahead and assign a family to it, or let the families continue the construction work. Well, let's assign a family to the logging camp, so we don't fall behind here. Now let's go ahead and tell them to work these trees specifically. They're not like going over here after they've taken a few down over here. Because I would like to clear out the space up to the pit as soon as possible. And I'd like to clear the area around the inner circle as well. So let's go ahead and set that as our working area. Firewood. Well, we're not consuming fuel right now. Soon enough, I'm sure. We'll tell them where to take the trees down soon too. But the pack station is my next focus. You are going to head down to Waldbrand. You hopefully already have your... Yep, mule. You're going to head down to Waldbrand. You're going to send bread, which we have not plenty of. We have some of. Not plenty of, though. But I think it'll be fine. Send bread. And bring back... I mean, eventually it'll be clay tiles, but for the time being, let's bring back berries? I guess. That's all they're going to have down there, and we have to set something. It has to be a trade. It has to be a barter. So sure, let's do bread for berries, because it's about variety, right? We're trying to get variety over to Waldbrand. Sure. Sure, we have a family assigned already, so that should be all well and good. And down over here, this construction is pretty much already almost complete. Really excited for this. The massive vegetable garden behind them, the sheer size of this. Oh, look at the size of this unit. Oh, and look at that little extension over here as well. Oh my goodness. This is lovely. This is lovely. Man, I love just looking at this game. I love just looking at it. Fencing's up. Garden's looking good. Yeah, great. And Adlesball is recovering from its losses, though. The reduction of that unburied bodies penalty is not happening as quickly as I'd hoped. Granted, it is still August. Time has barely passed, right? Time has barely passed. Up over here, Woodcutter's Lodge is about halfway done being built. How are these houses looking? Perhaps prioritize this one, so we can get the expansion going as well, right? And get these people housed. Yes, I could absolutely... Oh no, right. I guess the upgrade is no longer an option. Forgot about that change when the updates were being put in place. But that's okay, that's okay. This won't take very long for us to get all this stuff built. We got plenty of timber? Yeah. Foundations laid, work's being done. Where's our lovely little ox? There you are, buddy. Okay, cool. Perfect. Look at the scale of it all. Pretty soon from over here, yeah, you'll be able to see our entire realm. Well, eventually the realm will expand even further and further, obviously, giving us an even larger view of it all. But wow, ain't that a sight? Sorry, I'm definitely getting distracted by the game's beauty again. Alright, this is almost done. Good, good, good. Do one more log. And some time. And up over here, this is also almost done. Yeah, it just needs like a couple more bangs of a hammer, basically. Almost done. And then families will hopefully move in soon and be able to tend to the garden. The homelessness is causing a bit of a problem at Waldbrand, but we're in the process of taking care of that again. Oh, looked complete. Where'd this ox go? Maybe this hitching post needs to move. Well, that itself takes some time. Where did this ox go? There he is. You know what? Logging camp, stop. I think it's serving as a distraction right now for this ox, because he's going all the way here to pick up the timber, as opposed to the supplies pile over here, which should be faster, right? Because we can get right on the road and deliver them. Got some... Yeah, see, I wish that log was over here instead. Meanwhile, Adlesball is now officially, ladies and gentlemen, a large town. How's that for someone to celebrate? As the drum kicks in. Lovely stuff. Lovely stuff. Lovely stuff. What are we going to do with this point, though? I still haven't come to a decision. I've gotten a few suggestions, but boy, am I feeling indecisive. Irrigation remains tempting. God forbid a drought come through and completely destroy our breadbasket, right? So I'm kind of tempted to... Oh, no. Right, and the bakeries, though, they give us a better ratio of bread production. Oh, such a better ratio. Which I'd forgotten momentarily, but... Damn. This is the last one. This is the last choice. So which one is it? Bread or bread? Really, both of these options lead to food and drink. Do we take the chance and avoid irrigation? And if a drought comes through, then so be it. Because, you know, with the bakeries, even if a drought comes through, we might have 2 seasons worth of bread ready at any given time. Oh man. Couple of tough decisions to make. One is the development point of Adlesball, and one is the location of the manor for Eisendorf, right? But we'll get them done. Right now, I'm nervously checking in on the situation over here. I'd like to get these people housed. I'd also like to get Adlesball feeling better. Okay, they're looking okay. Because, again, I will need to start taxing them soon, and that will hurt their approval. But I don't want to have families start abandoning Adlesball. Meanwhile, down over here, how are these fields looking? 6 days before harvest. So why don't we go ahead and get some of these families at these farmhouses. Don't need them unassigned. We're not doing any construction. We can, in fact, shift some people over, I assume, from... where? Plenty of leather and yarn and dyes. We don't need anybody at the dyer's workshops. Not that anybody is there right now. Waldbrand's got its first house built as well. Excellent. Alright, let's go ahead and remove 2 of the families from the weaver's workshop because they don't have shops. So I feel comfortable removing them. Let's go ahead and assign them up over here. 3 more families. 4 more days. Leave 1 family unassigned just in case we need it. And I guess that might be all. Surely I can pull somebody else from somewhere. Maybe the tavern doesn't need 3 whole families assigned to it. How much ale could you possibly need? We have 86 units of ale. So sure, let's flip things around a bit for harvest season. Remove 2 families there and assign 1 here and 1... Actually, 1 more here. Just because this one's closer to everything. And that should be good. I really want to make sure we get a proper harvest in. Because I feel like we've been leaving a lot of crops on the table. We've got this farmhouse too, with just the 1 family. Alright, no forester for the time being. Go ahead and get another family assigned here. And yes, I know I'm pulling the trigger a little early, missing a few days of productivity. Hopefully not the end of the world. 3 timber, 73 planks. Okay, alright, saw pit, you can stop. Alright, more burgage plots at Waldbrand are being completed. Good stuff. Malt house will want to keep running. Communal oven as well. Basically not trying to displace any of the marketplaces that are currently operational. I mean, one thing I can do is take people out of the mill and get them in here. Because we're not in a rush to do the milling and stuff. Right, we need something to actually mill. Don't have that. So, yeah, let's pull up these farmhouses first. Alright, that should be good. 2 days out, that should be good. Turn our attention briefly to Waldbrand now as well. And ensure that someone is, in fact, working at the woodcutter's camp. Oh, we got 15 months of fuel. That's with just the 2 plots, though. That's with just the 2 plots. Let's get a chicken coop established with what little regional wealth we have. Is that the best use of money? Bit of food variety, right? It'll keep the people happy. It'll allow the population to grow. As long as we have room for them. Yep. I'm gonna say that's a good use of money. And the vegetable garden over here. Done. Get the expanded living space going as well. What? Royal tax increased? My man. What are you doing to me? Alright. We'll manage. Got about 200 days. We'll manage. We'll manage. We'll be okay. Yeah, we're solving the homelessness situation over here. That'll be good. Hopefully, you know, a family assigned to the granary will actually be able to take all this bread and tuck it away. I should have prepared for these rains, but it is September now, folks, which means that we should be seeing harvest season. Yep. And I'm really hoping this distribution of families will be able to clear up the entire field. Waiting. What are you waiting for? Get to work. Yeah, there we go. Harvesting. Beautiful. So they're all making their way over. And this is why I wanted to pull the trigger a bit sooner. I was hoping they'd come here for some reason or another, so we're not waiting that long for the harvesting to start. Now, do I need to concern myself with the eating situation? We are importing charcoal, trying to maintain 30. We'll allow foreign trade, or nah, actually, let's not. Get it up to 40. Adlesball, some exposed stocks. Nothing we can do about that. In this reign, nothing much we can do about anything really. Down over here, exporting charcoal. Yeah, producing at a decent enough rate, I suppose. Do we have? Wow, these guys are all topped up, so I think it's time to put down another charcoal kiln. Because we've got plenty of firewood. Yeah, let's go ahead and put down another charcoal kiln and keep production up over here. I always forget where the charcoal kiln actually is. Industry? Not cosmetic. Oh, there we go. It disappears for me. I don't know why. But yes, we'll get a third one established over here. This is like one of the worst places to live in this entire realm. Right next to all this pollution. But we are lacking timber, really. What are you guys doing? Alright, we're in the process of acquiring some. Alright, we'll keep an eye out for it. But yes, I need to establish another charcoal kiln for sure. Just to keep the pace up. Meanwhile, up over, not there. But here, how are we looking? 2 plots ready. We don't need additional chicken coops. I think 1 should be enough for the time being. The vegetable garden over here will be good. Is anyone moving the bread over? Yes. Got my answer basically right away. Good stuff. On my hand. Okay, you know what? Go ahead and assign this family, I think. So, remove you, buddy. And get you in there. Cart's just been abandoned. This guy's like, alright, not my problem anymore. But yeah, just switch things around like that so that we have... we don't have the family distracted with the gardening. Eventually we'll get that family in the forager hut. Yeah, we got food to last us a handful of months, so hopefully the hack station will start sending some additional food over before it becomes a bit of a problem. How are we looking over here? Because it's not just about the harvesting, it's about bringing the crops back to the farmhouse as well. That's where we're losing out. But it looks like we're making decent progress. So far. $84.53. I mean, we are making decent progress. All of our fields are being harvested at the same time, barring one, actually. This barley field is left behind. Okay, a couple more families are available. I'm sure I can pull some people off of tasks elsewhere. Yeah, one extra family here that doesn't have a marketplace, or a market stall, I should say. Do we have grave diggers? I don't think we do anymore. Yeah, we're all good. Trading post? Yeah, we probably need everybody at the trading post. I don't think I want to futz with that. This granary. Pull a couple people off. Sign them here. Should have pulled the trigger on that sooner. Should have pulled the trigger on that a bit sooner. But we're okay, I think. Yeah, I think we're okay. Alright. I mean, yeah. We're doing well. That's a fair bit of progress. But again, like I was saying, it's not just about the harvesting, it's about bringing all this back as well. So hopefully that happens. Homelessness. At Waldbrand? Oh, at Waldbrand, yeah, sorry. I guess the top bar didn't update when we shifted over to Adlesball. 2 months of fuel. We've been managing with that for the last little while, so why not for a little bit longer? And Waldbrand. Got this expansion done. Now this plot is all that's left to do. And all that's needed for the time being. Where is my ox? Get some woodcutters going as well. Just again to help get to that pit a bit sooner. Not that we're in a super rush or anything. We do have some tiles after all, but wouldn't mind making some progress. Alright, there's the ox. Cool. Transporting the timber, I assume, to this construction site. And that'll get rid of the homeless people's tents. Our supplies will hopefully be emptied out between the storehouse and the large granary. And these will take some time to remove, I suppose. But maybe as we build the church, we'll consume all that timber. Should be good. Alright. Adlesball continues to recover its strength as well. Because, yeah, recovery, expansion, perseverance, the themes of this session, I suppose. More family over here. Looking pretty good. Looking pretty good. What are you gonna do, buddy? I'm curious. Where are you going? Transporting wheat. Good. Okay. I do believe they all have oxen. Yeah. This one doesn't actually, damn. Hopefully that helps. We're not doing any construction or anything right now, so we can dedicate some oxen to the seasonal work as well. They might pick the pace up on some things. Hopefully. In fact, let's get a second one here too. See what that does for us. Forager hut completed at Waldbrand. Let's make sure that you're seeing some action right away. Let's assign this family here, sure. Firewood cutter and berry gatherers. Sounds good to me. The herb garden will be added eventually. We'll bring some planks over. We'll get the herb garden going so that people don't stay sick for too long, obviously. But right now my priority is very much getting some berries in. Again, we got food for months, but I want to get the food variety happening. And of course, we should get the marketplace placed as well. Speak of the devil. There you go. In order to do that, though, I would like to plan a little bit. Where is my church? Not enough goods. I mean, I'm aware. Church, tavern, market stalls. I'm trying to remember now Oh, I forget the little factoid that was shared with me in the comments many episodes ago about which way a church typically used to face. Because I'd like to face it in that direction. I can't remember if it was easy. I'll look it up. I'll look it up in the comments. But you know, if that is north and we want to face east, then we can do that. It's a very easy thing to do in a circular space like this, right? So I think what we'll do is, yeah, we'll place the church. Where'd you go? Somewhere here. Probably like so. Maybe like so or something. Well, the arrow doesn't indicate the front of the church, though. That's, I guess, worth noting. Or does it? I mean, it's got a pretty big door over here as well. I guess that is the front of the church. The side is the front. Well, what looks like the side to me is the front. Obviously, the devs know better. But that's where the church will go. Bit down here. Just want to make sure there's room enough for the essentials, as it were, before we place the marketplace down. Hitching post will need to move. Make room. Let the storehouse get completed first, I suppose. And then we'll go ahead and move the hitching post. Don't worry, Waldbrand. We'll get you your market. You can actually distribute your goods. And up over here, Adlesball, I want to keep an eye on the harvest. So this field has been emptied. Excellent. Trying to empty these. Are you already plowing for the next season? Where are you going? You're going up here to pick this stuff up? Pick up the goods? Speed time up a little bit. Nope. Going even further. Up here? That's already been taken care of, buddy. A little slow there, friend. Breath lane beat you to it. But that's good. That's 2 fields fully harvested. Okay. What about all these fields? All this wheat. Don't leave it out there. Don't just leave it out there. Like, what's up, like a flock of geese over here? Where are you all headed? Okay, picking up a bunch of wheat up over there. Fine by me. Yeah, excellent. Picking up some of the barley over here. And they go all the way there, arrive a little late, and now they have to go all the way to somewhere else. But it is progress. It is actually funny to see this many people. Who would have thought our field would have, our tiny little town would have ever grown so big to have so many people tending to the fields. Needing to tend to the fields, I should say. Look at this. Look at the sheer number. It's like the industrialization of farming. My goodness. And look off in the distance, so many more families coming through as well. Holy. Alright. But that's pretty good. Okay, so we got 1, 2, 3 fields cleared up to their entirety. Yes, I'm paying a lot of attention to this season because I want to get an understanding of what's going on. So 1, 2, 3, 4 fields now cleared up. 5 fields cleared up. Yeah, beautiful. Number 6. They all just flock to the same fields. But I mean, hey, there's plenty of wheat. Yeah, number 6. Hopefully we don't fall behind on barley. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. About to see 7. Come on. Job done. 7. Yeah, beautiful. And we get some of these done. Number 8. We'll be going over here to number 9, maybe. Again, I could adjust priorities, but I just want to see how they approach things naturally, so I don't have to micromanage in the future. 3, 4, 5. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We're doing a very good job this year, though. Compared to prior years, we're doing a fantastic job. Just 10. Look at that. Look at those numbers. Look at how much we've been missing out on. Because these fields have been around for a very long time. We just haven't had enough farmhouses to work them quickly enough. Especially the harvest season. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 8, 9, 10. 11, I think. 12 and 13. Will we get these done as well? Lucky number 13. Unlucky for some. It looks like we've got this covered. Adlesball is running out of fuel. Okay, don't like the side of that. Turn our attention momentarily to this Woodcutter's Lodge, where we have 3 full families working. Where is my charcoal? Nowhere to be found. Don't love that. You know what? Let's enable foreign trade. Took a bit of a chance there, and it's not paying off. I'd rather spend the money. Not that expensive. We've got plenty of cash. We're flush. Down here. Yeah, looks like we've taken care of this field, and this is the last one. So, we were actually able to take care of 13 full fields with almost full farmhouses. Beautiful. And now these sheep are migrating over to this fallow field. And hopefully we have an alright distribution for the coming season. 1, 2, 3 barley. 1 wheat. That's not enough. Turn you to wheat and then fallow afterwards. And let's turn you... Okay, we got you on wheat as well. Okay, cool. You should be wheat as well. 99% fertility. You're not going to get much higher than that. Alright. Okay, that should be good. 4 wheat. 3 barley. Smaller harvest than this year, but this year's harvest was absolutely massive. Absolutely massive. 565 units of wheat, 292 units of barley. That should last us some time and then some. So we should be okay. Now, what is up with these guys? I am a little concerned. Let's clear their work area. Well, I don't want to lose these trees. That's my one concern, I guess. So let's get them to work. Where? Up here, I guess. Sure. But we gotta stay on top of the fuel situation. Winter is... Oh, no, that's Waldbrand. Winter is coming, and this will be a problem. So I'm hoping some wealthy merchant is coming through with charcoal real soon. Should not have stopped the foreign trade. I should have kept that going, because we're in a bit of trouble here. People are going to be very cold. And approval is already not fantastic up there. Anyway, down here at Waldbrand, what are we looking at? Bit of homelessness. No, not anymore. That must be decaying. Yeah, previous. Okay, cool. Got our chicken coop. Got a forager hut with berries. Got our vegetable garden over here being tended to as well. Mostly cleared up the space. These supplies need to be taken to the storehouse. Let's assign a family to do that. And this hitching post needs to be moved. So let's go ahead and move you to near these guys, where I think it makes a lot more sense. Pop you down there, sure. Free to make, just take some time. Once that's shifted, once these supplies are gone, we can properly plan this area out and make sure we're not caught in an awkward kind of situation. I could actually finish this circle if I wanted to. Put the church in within a completed circle if that felt important for some reason, not that it does. That is an option available to us. Unnecessary extra limitation, perhaps. I think I'm good to remove some of the families from some of these tasks now. And send them back to, for example, being foresters. I can use a pair there. Maybe I need another woodcutter's lodge. Having 1 month of fuel at any given time is extremely concerning. Extremely concerning. The reason why I'm removing families is because we don't need that many families to plow, I don't think. But we do need some to actually do the threshing and all that good stuff. So I want to make sure we've got families for that. Up over here at this granary, we're okay. I think 2 families should be enough. Got families at the communal ovens. Yup. The mill, I suppose, could use a couple families so that as soon as the threshing is done, families from the mill can come and pick the grain up. This should be okay. All right, cool. The fuel situation is what's making me nervous, but hey, at least approval is in the 60s now. Hopefully solidly so. And over here, berries being picked. Have you cleared yet? You have not cleared yet. These guys coming over to get the hitching post done. Shouldn't take very long. Bit of groundworks and then just put a post in the ground, basically. These supplies are being picked up, yeah, and being taken over to the storehouse. Because that's the last kind of vestige of our initial setup, I suppose. And where is... Oh. Speak of the devil? Speak of the devil. Bread for berries. Got no berries to pick up. I mean, I guess he'll pick them up from the forager hut. But how much bread are we actually dropping? 10 units? So much bread here already. And actually, we've got berries at the granary as well. Right, of course. We've got that up and running. Yeah, Waldbrand, I'm aware you want the market area. I'm about to establish it, don't worry. Just want to keep an eye on what our friend here has actually brought over. So we're at 33 bread. But he makes his way over, and we end up at 35 bread. Really? That's all you bring? 37? I'll take it. Where'd our friend go? He's in there for a long time. Picking up berries, I assume. But alright. It'll do. It'll have to do. It'll do. Last couple of supplies being picked up, and then we can go ahead and figure this out. Get another family assigned to the storehouse, maybe? Decent amount of construction material available to us, so not worried about that. Just a few more resources to move. Just a few more resources to move, and then we'll have all the room needed for planning. Fuel over here is making me extremely nervous. You on your way back, buddy? Nope. Nowhere to be found. I'm exporting firewood over to Eisendorf is the thing. To turn it into charcoal. But on that note, why don't we go ahead and get another kiln down? We don't have... How come we still lack timber? The saw pit. Oh god, why? I must be setting a reserve. There's no way I'm not setting a reserve. I mean, there is a way, of course. It's very possible I forgot. Up over here? Yeah, so it's not like it resets between saves or something like that. Or between loading saves. Dang, alright, so just an oversight by me. Yeah, I was wondering previously already. I was like, why? Surely I have timber. Alright, fair enough. Won't take very long to get to timber, and then we can get the kilns up and running. 42 charcoal here right now. What are we aiming as a surplus? 30. Send some out, folks. Trading what? Peddling. Transporting tools. Oh, Heinz. Transporting charcoal, as in you're bringing it in, you're not sending it out. I need someone to go out with their lovely little horse and deliver some charcoal over to Adlesball. And right now we're trying to bring in helmets, right? How many helmets do we have? If we look at the total, 37. Maybe we switch this to charcoal, just momentarily. We are sending roof tiles over, by the way. So hopefully soon enough. Actually, we have quite a few. I can get these 3 upgrades done. Which 3 is the question? Perhaps these? Some of the oldest buildings, I suppose. Or the Smith Street. Get those extra families in here working away. But one other thing I'll need to do soon, folks, is reassess my military capabilities. It's been pointed out in the comments that maybe I should drop 1 or even 2 of the archer militia units and replace them with some additional spears. It's not a terrible idea, for sure. Oh, that was expensive. What was that a delivery of? Either way, I'm sure it was essential. We got money enough for it. Folks, things are looking pretty good. Things are looking pretty good. Adlesball's feeling great, I would say. Eisendorf, not too shabby either. Once I get that 3rd charcoal kiln up and running, I'll feel much better. And of course, Waldbrand has been settled as well. And you can see our full realm from this view. My goodness. What a sight. One we fought very hard for. Folks, as I said before, if you've been enjoying, please don't hesitate to keep letting me know by leaving a like and a comment down below. As always, makes a very big difference in letting me know what people are enjoying on the channel. Lets me know what I should do more or less of and how I should go about doing it. Apart from that, as always, a massive thanks goes out to all of the channel members and patrons who've been supporting the channel on a monthly basis. Y'all keep us alive and running smoothly. And of course, a big old thanks goes out to each and every one of you for watching. Until next time, cheers.